A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Let's go.
Quarterback changing the play. Hits the hole. It's Richard. Swapped immediately.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Red 54, red 54. Level. Ready, go.
The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Fires left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
The lone back's got it. Enough to move the chains. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the run, it's Richard. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Piles his way ahead. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Hill. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Quarterback keep. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the left. All the way across the 50 into plus territory and finally stopped at the 43.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just didn't do it. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out wide left, it's Courtney. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, that was a big third down to get for the offense because their defense is gassed after that last drive, and they could not afford to fail and have to punt and put their defense back out on the field. So I know that wasn't a home run touchdown, but it's fine. You got the first down, and now your defense is breathing a little bit easier on the sideline.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
gives it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snapped on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Right side, it's Richard. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Left side, it's Martin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Drops back on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Out wide right. It's shot. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's shot. Makes the grab in their space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. I mean, he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense.
And he's in! Touchdown, Hoosiers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Tells the run, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Rushes on, and down he goes.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for room. And there he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Hill. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's good. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Kent State taking on the number 19 team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
And the returner will be brought down.
And it's the Golden Flashes, looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
They'll open the second half with a run. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll ride him again. Fights off a defender. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's complete to the left. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Takes the handoff. It's Hill. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Out wide left, it's Cox. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Out wide right, it's Bush. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Marshall. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. They want to run this quarterback. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Got him right there.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
To the air. It's Marshall. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Becker. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gonna run it. It's Richard. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Handoff again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding. And
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Going to the running game. He's got the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Indiana. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will keep it. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. He now has 84 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Finds his man on the RPO. Touchdown, Indiana! A great catch and run for 6.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Look out! Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. That one just came off his hand badly.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the